Once upon a time, in a kingdom where fairy tales and superheroes mingled, Cinderella was preparing for the grand royal ball. Her shiny glass slippers and sparkling blue gown gleamed under the moonlight as she gracefully entered the grand ballroom, filled with laughter and music. Unbeknownst to Cinderella and the guests, a mischievous villain called the Shadow Sneaker had sneaked into the palace, planning to cast a spell to trap everyone in their own shadows at midnight. With a sly grin, he softly muttered his plans, excited to cause chaos under the majestic chandeliers. Meanwhile, across town, Spider-Man swung silently from web to web, keeping an eye on the city's well-being. As his eyes scanned the skyline, his spidey sense tingled, a sure sign of trouble. Without skipping a beat, Spider-Man swung his way to the palace and arrived just in time to see the looming shadows creep with malicious intent. He spotted Cinderella, who seemed the perfect picture of grace and worry, standing at the edge of the ballroom. "Miss, can I be of help?" Spider-Man asked, pointing towards the dark shapes that slithered quietly along the ornate floor. Cinderella nodded, explaining about the Shadow Sneaker. "He plans to freeze everyone in their spots if we don't stop him before midnight." With a determined smile under his mask, Spider-Man teamed up with Cinderella. They devised a clever plan. Cinderella would distract the guests with an unforgettable dance performance, while Spider-Man scoured the palace to find the villain. As the clock ticked closer to midnight, Cinderella took to the center of the ballroom, her movements mesmerizing everyone and creating momentary bursts of cheerful laughter. Meanwhile, Spider-Man stealthily tracked the Shadow Sneaker through the halls. Finally, Spider-Man found the nefarious villain huddled in the palace's dark attic, weaving his shadowy spell. With a swift and careful strategy, Spider-Man ensnared the sneaker in a web, stopping the spell in its tracks. In the ballroom, the guests cheered as Spider-Man descended beside Cinderella just in time, holding the captured villain. As the clock struck midnight, nothing but Cinderella's magical dress shimmered in the light. "You saved the day, partner," Cinderella beamed. "We saved the day," Spider-Man replied, happy to have a new friend. And so, the night ended in celebration, and a new friendship was forged, proving that, with teamwork, even the most mischievous plans could be thwarted.